what you meant.
It's connected to my phone.
Yeah.
Which, for some reason, won't work. In which case... Oh, hey, focus on me, please. Which won't
Never.
work. Who's really quiet? Danny, you're really quiet. Well, I also...
Who's really quiet?
Me.
Oh.
We'll just turn me up a lot. All right.
And we're recording now, by the way.
Fuck yeah, we're recording because we are organized.
Are we?
No. Who's starting this?
I don't know.
Yeah, this was a mutual agreement. Nobody picked this. Because
Happy fucking Easter!
Merry Easter.
I don't know if you celebrate it.
Friday today, right?
I don't know.
When if you're listening to this on Spotify, then Easter has already passed. I hope your Easter was great. Ours sucked. We watched this movie. I was the one that came up with the movie, but it wasn't the movie that I wanted to come up with. The movie was called Easter Bunny Massacre.
For the record, today is Good Friday.
Yeah, that's kind of how that... Guys,
Good
come on.
Good Friday happens before Easter.
Yeah, that's how that works, guys.
Sunday.
Neither of us are Christian. So.
None of us are.
Yeah, it's like the whole...
Not a single one of us is religious.
Well, after this, I don't believe there could be a God because this movie was terrible. So basically, this movie, the best way I can sum up the plot is, imagine I Know What You Did Last Summer, but instead of some random hook man guy, it's a Easter bunny, and it's all about this girl named Heather, who apparently is a slut. Oh no.
Fucking
bitch.
She's a bitch. She's a horrible person.
They are all high school, apparently, seniors. Of course, we gotta cast our 30.
They're as old as I am. Come on now.
All right. I have a lot of gripes with this movie. So, for one, I gave this movie way more interesting ideas than it had, and I needed to stop giving it interesting ideas. I don't know if Heather was intentionally trying to be bad at acting, or she was just that bad at acting.
She was just that bad. Also, Heather was in another movie that we watched. Heather was in Humpty Dumpty. So this may turn into one of our most popular episodes if this is going to turn out like how Humpty Dumpty was.
Yeah.
Wee!
Yeah.
Anyway. Her fucking performance was terrible. Every single dude, they looked like they walked out of a gay porn set. No hate or anything like that. I'm not trying to make it sound like that. But they all looked like, because one of them turned out to be gay. And I'm like, of course this big muscly dude's going to be into this little twink man.
Walmart, oh God, what did I call him? Zac Efron. Walmart Zac Efron. And Walmart Lindsay Lohan. Okay, I should put like early 2000s
I thought she looked more like the Scottish chick from Game of Thrones.
I know who you're talking about.
I thought she looked like the older sister of the redhead from Stranger Things.
Alright, she looks like everybody. Is it because she's a redhead?
Sure.
No, like she definitely kind of has the same face shape as the girl from Stranger Things. I can't remember her name, but anyway, yeah. I was reading chat. I was reading what.
Yes, by the way, we have our own Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/apartment theater. I think it's /apartment theater. Just look up apartment theater and it's there. We have like 5 followers. Watch it live.
TikToks. Yeah, live on Fridays at kind of 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes it's 10. We'll get there eventually.
Did we actually say the name of this movie? Sorry.
Yes, I did. Yes. I said at the beginning, Easter
Bunny
for
Massacre.
Cass, since Cass forgot because this movie's that forgettable. The movie was called Easter Bunny Massacre. One of my least favorite scenes was all of it. So I mean,
yeah.
I'm trying to think of like there were so many like clear fuck ups that happened
Oh,
in this
yeah.
movie. One of them
Yeah.
being they never ever really did anything with the set because they were clearly staying at like an Airbnb in the middle of nowhere. So they were very, oh, don't hit this too hard. Don't do that.
Fuck anything up, yeah.
Don't
The
fuck.
hammer was rubber. You can tell
What-
it was a rubber hammer.
Oh, well, the scissors were clearly rubber, and then so was the hammer as well. And, like, even the sound effects that they were making with it were clearly, like, rubber hammer hitting
Yeah.
a wood table sound effect. I'm like,
I like when she when our Easter Bunny, we won't give away who it is yet, when the Easter Bunny is stabbing the shit out of Neil, he has no holes on his shirt.
No holes.
Oh, yeah,
And it
yeah.
looks more like he's punching him. Like
He's
just
punching him.
just
Yeah,
punching.
yeah.
And I'm like, is he just punching him to death? And when he was getting the chocolate spilled on him from the second
I thought
floor,
it was shit.
I thought it was shit.
I thought it was
But
shit.
also, did you notice that he liked the taste of the chocolate, so he was trying to get more of it? He's like,
Yeah, like,
oh.
it was great.
I like that because like scalding hot anything like stuck on your face, it's gonna fucking hurt. So I was like, all right, that's a cool idea. And then we just started to punch his chest to death, I guess.
Just punching him.
Why an Easter bunny?
That's
Why?
No,
Wait,
it is
why?
never explained why Heather brings that fucking mask to the camping trip to begin with. Like this creepy, bloody Easter bunny mask. Like, why? Why is it?
It was
there?
Easter weekend, but it doesn't give an
Easter
excuse
weekend.
why.
Yeah,
Secondly,
It was just
so
pre-bloodied,
this was that's what I said too.
which was weird.
So this is what I said to Katie when we were watching it was what if she's like a really old like succubus witch and she's going to kill them, like, you know, just how she talked and stuff. I was like, you know what, like, what if she's some kind of supernatural like being and like she's really just prepping these guys to fucking like kill them and like last longer, bathe in their blood. Like, I don't fucking know. I was giving this
Could've
thing
been, like,
way
an
more
An eldritch
being
that
for
fed
rabbits.
off of, like, Easter.
I'd rather
sacrifice
her
shit.
turn into a
That would've
feral giant rodent. I think
Yeah.
that would have been
Rabbit
funnier.
from Monty
An ROUS.
Python.
Yeah.
Rabbit from Monty Python.
Oh yeah, if she could like go down in size too, like she transforms and she turns into like this little
Like an
bunny.
actual bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
It would have been so much better, right?
Also, you know, we're just throwing the words massacre around. I think maybe 4 people died in this movie, if that.
I don't. Yeah.
It
I
took
don't know.
it took until
Five.
like halfway to the movie for someone to die.
was, yeah.
When you have
I
have massacre in your name, you gotta start strong. But
going.
no,
Yeah,
we
you
get a murder who done it. And it's like, you know, I feel like they shouldn't have called this movie Easter Bunny Massacre. They should have just called it like
Good Friday.
what they wanted to probably call it was I Know What You Did Last Easter, because this movie is
And
just
like
I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's all it is.
Yep.
If you
Yep.
want to know how the movie was, just watch that movie and just imagine the Easter Bunny there. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
No rhyme or reason for the Easter Bunny either. Like there's no like
No, other
theme.
than it's Easter weekend.
And then Zara gets hanged.
And so
Yeah.
one of the critics.
The father's rich. The father is rich. His daughter goes missing.
I don't remember the
He
father.
could pay. He can pay for good detectives. For also, they're trying to cover up a murder, and they give her a cross and burial.
I know.
What?
So here's the thing. They give her a cross and a burial, except that they keep saying that they tied rocks to her and sank her to the bottom of the river.
Yeah, I was confused by
And
that.
I'm like, so which did y'all actually do? Did you actually sink her? Or did you bury her? Because, like, the cross isn't even near, like, the river or anything. Like,
Why would you do it? You're covering up a murder.
I don't know.
Oh.
Stupid.
And then she's burning her dress into the fire. Really weirdly, for the record. really
that,
fucking
that
weirdly.
good old synthetic, plastic fabric is just gonna burn right on up.
Trying to burn that shit. It wasn't burning. Um so Heather was also very likes men. They all stated that. That's her thing. If she wants to like men, whatever. Be safe. You do you.
Mm-hmm.
Cheating, getting like she very well knew that the boys were in relationships though. So that was kind of fucked, and it was
Yeah.
also extremely fucked that she uh raped whatever his name, Walmart, Zac Efron. What the fuck was that kid's name? Um
Um.
I don't know who you're calling Zac Efron. Is it the gay guy?
yeah, it's the gay guy.
I don't think he looks like Zac Efron.
Oh, that man looks like Zac.
I think he
Oh
just
wait,
looks like a random meathead.
hold up. I took a screenshot and
Did she actually sleep with him?
I don't
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Oh.
I didn't think she did.
So I
It was
took a
hard to tell
screenshot
what the
real
hell was
quick.
going
I
on.
think she
And-
tried to sleep with him, and that's how she found out he was gay.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's what she was blackmailing him with.
Okay.
Which I don't
So-
understand how you can blackmail somebody with them being gay. I mean, I can, but I think it's stupid.
I will add this post into like the YouTube video, but I want you guys to see the screenshot I took of Heather and Carl at the fire. All right, I just put it in our chat, in our Snapchat chat.
Danny will
Yeah.
post it in editing
Somewhere.
Yeah, in post
So that-
editing, I'll put it there.
so that you know. This is gonna go on our YouTube channel. We have that now too. So if you want to check that out,
I know. He's terrified. He's like...
And he's not the gay one. I would
He's
see
not the gay
him
one.
being the gay one.
He
But
is the one that slept with her. And
I
cheated
guess
on
he
his
kind of
girlfriend,
looks
though.
like Zac Efron. He looks like if you took Zac Efron, but you put him in wide mode, where he's just
yeah,
like
Or
a pancake
Walmart.
face. But yeah, I was a little interested in seeing where the twist was gonna go. I was like, oh, there's a mystery. Wonder what it could be. And then I was thinking to myself while they were getting chased around the house, guys, just who wasn't standing in the room? That's who it was.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So every single scene was too long. I want to know why they did like at least 3 minutes of people looking in the same direction. Like looking out the window, creeping out the window. Like it's so unnecessary. Just do it real quick.
It's
like
to pad
what
out the
fuck?
time, because if they didn't, this
Yeah.
movie would have been like an hour long. That's why we also get that random storyline of her finding out that she was given away as a child or whatever, and it's like, wow, this went nowhere, and I didn't give a shit at all what was going on with that.
Also, there are backflashes of them dancing.
Terrible.
Oh my lord.
It's all bad.
I mean, they were supposed to be super high, so like I can't imagine that you're a good dancer when you're.
How are these people supposed to be like
fucking
17?
gone on
Also,
LSD.
one of the other things that bugged me was like, you're a doctor, you should know this. Is like, how was he became a doctor in a year? Is this the smartest
Apparently.
man ever? Is Carl here a fucking wizard and we just didn't know? Like, what's going on with that? Didn't make any sense whatsoever. Why would he be a fucking doctor? He's a college student, first year in a university. At least that's what it seemed like, unless they meant it to be like 10 years later instead of a year later. Like, guys, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Well,
The
we
thing
didn't
that
even
I,
get
like,
on
kept
to
picking
Amy's
out.
terrible accent. I'm sorry. That is a very we see
Amy. Oh.
Amy. Yeah, Amy, the redhead. The redhead. That is not an actual accent. That is one of those really bad accents people are trying to make. Really bad. That is not an accent.
I was kind of thinking that perhaps she was Scottish, and then
She's
trying
definitely
to
Scottish.
do an English accent.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Because like the first line she says, you can't fucking understand it. It's the first line in the movie.
I had to put on the
yeah.
subtitles.
Whoa! I was like, what? And like, it definitely sounds like thick Scottish brogue, like 100%. And then the rest of the movie, she's English, and I'm like, what? Like, there's definitely words that like slip in that sound Scottish, and I'm like,
I'm looking
okay,
it
she
up
just
now.
isn't doing a super great job at doing an English accent, which is fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, this is clearly just some college kid film project since we're filming in a fucking Airbnb or some shit. And for some reason, the women at the beginning did not want to get blood on their clothes, but the men were cool with it because only their hands and their face had blood on it. Their clothes, spotless. I'm like, that's a little weird. Not gonna lie, that's a little weird. I really want to know who their makeup artist was. Especially seeing Amy's very perfect, like it looked like somebody taped off her face for her foundation. It was just this very clean
That
line.
I didn't notice.
Oh, I did. Like, immediately. Like, there's a scene where, like, her and her brother are talking, and I'm like, who the fuck did your makeup girl? Like, they need to be fired immediately.
This movie kind of reminded me of when we watched that American Poltergeist movie.
Oh God.
Oh,
Like-
Cass got to.
I didn't watch that one.
Oh yeah, that was a Danny and I one. Yeah, that was very.
Yeah,
I forgot that movie existed until just now, and I was thinking like, what is it? So what I said about that movie is what I'm also going to say about this movie. It's one of those things where you think to yourself, I want to make a movie. Making a movie with my friends is going to be so awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
And this is what you're actually going to make.
Yep.
It's not going to be good. You can try, but it's not going to be good.
She's Irish.
Whatever.
She's Irish, apparently.
Oh.
You got the right person, right? The Amy chick?
Yeah.
The redhead.
Yeah. That's
Interesting.
Yeah, I just went through all of it.
I don't know.
She lives in London.
We got an Irish
England.
guy in the chat, probably. Fuck you, John. Yeah. Anyway, was there anything of note with this movie that we glossed over?
Other than the special effects being some of the worst that we have seen so far? No.
Yeah.
Because at least, like, the other movies attempted making, like, wounds on the body, like, when people were attacked.
The gunshot wound to, whatever.
I'm not even counting
Girl
that.
in white's
It
next.
just looked like
that
they
was
painted her
just.
forehead red. Like, it just wasn't there. Like, I think this was trying to be a slasher movie, and it wasn't.
I think they were forced to make a slasher movie. I feel like this is another one that was meant to be something else.
I think they wanted to make a slasher movie, but they didn't have the budget to hire more than 7 people.
I think they wanted.
They were the director, and all 7 people were the director, the writer, the makeup artist, the special effects.
It's a college film. That's all.
They wanted to make a thriller. The studio wouldn't pick it up, so they decided to make something schlocky, and they came up with this piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like that Easter Bunny mask too is like no one would own this. Not a single person would own this. And there's another thing too.
See, I would have a mask like that or whatever for a cosplay. However, it would look good. Not whatever the fuck was going on. That thing just that looked like a rabbit that was roadkill.
Like, the mask was probably the best part, honestly. Like, somebody actually put effort into it.
What's the point of knowing
barely.
that Zara's dad was in jail? What was that point?
Nothing.
Blackmail.
What does it matter? Is he in jail for murder? Like, what was he in jail for?
Yeah.
No one cared. It was unimportant.
Like, it was really weird, like, things that were being used for blackmail. One dude's gay, the other girl's father's in jail for who knows what fucking reason.
The one's a virgin.
One's a virgin at, graduating high school. Like, who the fuck is your friend group that they all think that that's, like,
Terrible.
that this shit's bad? Like, I don't know.
Heather was a shitty person.
Heather was a shitty fucking person. Like, I think they all should have fucking killed her. Like,
Neil's girlfriend, I liked her. Like,
Eh.
she was just like, you know what, fuck you. And she told him how it was. However, I got really mad that she was just like, fine, I accept that you murdered somebody, but I can't forgive you right now. I'm gonna leave and go get shot in my head.
There's a 1 in 5 chance that you weren't the murderer, but you did cover it up, so I'm still mad.
I mean, it's a valid thing to be mad about.
It is. I mean, that was basically her acting. Like,
There was acting in this movie.
No, there
No.
wasn't.
that's the point.
No one.
It's-
Absolutely no one.
This felt like a porno with no porn.
Yeah. Same.
Just like
same
American
acting.
Poltergeist. It's all coming. And Humpty Dumpty. They're all
At
the
least
fucking
those
same.
kids look like they were in high school.
Yeah, you can at least give them that, but these people were clearly like 30 plus easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the girls were hot, so they were like, we need hot girls for horror movie, and like, that's just like, oh, cool, we can get that easily. And then the dude bros were like, they were probably like part of the staff, and like, we can't find any dudes to play these parts. We're just gonna have to do them.
We're gonna have to do this.
And that's really bad. I was worried that the person that directed this movie also directed Humpty Dumpty or whatever, but thankfully, no. But he did make a movie called Dinosaur Motel. It is just a Jurassic Park ripoff.
That kind of sounds cool, though.
Kind of want to watch that one.
I kind of want to
Like,
watch
it
that.
sounds fucking stupid, but I kind of want to watch it.
Guys,
Yeah,
remember
it
this
sounds
movie
good.
and think about something else now. Do you really want to watch the same movie but with
Do you
really
guys
shitty
remember
dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I forget the name of the fucking movie, but it was like little tiny dinosaurs that were like running around the house and the guys were trying to catch it. I can't remember it for the life of me, but I remember watching it. And then there was also the cabinet, right? It's like a core memory, and I can't like dig it up entirely to think about the name of the movie, but it's there.
Is it Indian in the Cupboard?
Maybe.
In the Cupboard?
Because I was thinking that too. Which, by the way, fantastic movie in general. Go watch it.
I had the
But,
VHS of it. It came with a key and the little figure, and you can put them in. And I always thought that it was going to come to life, and then I was like, this is a VHS box. I need a cupboard for this. Duh.
Yeah.
That's the mistake I'm making.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta get a cupboard. What are you doing? Get an armoire.
That's why you'd never have that friend. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I got to put something in this room, right? Besides this rug.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a rug?
That's a rug,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, there's a
Wait,
rug
hold
in
up.
there.
There's a rug?
That's a
There's
rug.
a rug in there, yeah.
Right there.
It's the same color as the floor. So to be fair, Danny, it's fine that you can't see it. Like, it's
Okay.
literally the same color as the floor.
It's a rug.
Like,
Danny's colorblind, so I'll
it does have
excuse
like,
that.
a vague border, but it's
Yeah, I see. Okay, so this is what I see. All right. Just this. Just
the corner.
just a quarter.
That's basically, yeah, that's about it. Anyway, things of note, the killer is blind and has a flashlight in the woods. I thought that was weird.
Oh, I bitched about that real
I was
quick.
like, why
The
do you have a
lighting
flashlight?
was so bad. There was
Yeah.
only one scene I liked, and that is when the brother and the sister murdering party were walking to find Carl in the outfits, and I was like, that is a good looking scene. That is a great looking scene. That's
then
all this
ruined.
movie had. That's
Mhm.
all it had. Also, how did the brother die? Also, how did he die and stay standing up? These are answers. You know what? I don't fucking care. I don't want these answers. Fuck
need 'em.
this.
Fuck
Fuck this.
Do we actually ever know like where these kids are located? Because I assumed that they were somewhere in Europe.
I get.
Right? That's what
That's what I thought.
They're
No,
all
I think
referring to
the blood was bad
university as
too, yeah.
uni.
The blood was terrible. It
Well-
wasn't blood. It was not blood. That shit, regular. Look, I work with fake blood. I do special effects. What they used was not blood with how it was staining their skin. That was not blood. That was probably cornstarch that they dyed, which, by the way, if you want to make fake blood, it's gonna look bad, but cornstarch with red dye, but it's gonna stain ya. Guarantee. When you could just go to fucking Spirit Halloween and get blood for $10 and it'd be okay.
This
Not if they're in
podcast is
Europe.
not endorsed by Spirit Halloween.
Also fuck Spirit Halloween, but
Yeah.
also they're not in Europe. So, anyway, what was I gonna say?
Wait,
Oh,
if
anyway,
they
like,
were in Europe, there was only one accent.
well, that's why I'm asking, like, where were they? Because it seemed like most of them were trying to do an English accent, and they kept referring to
Neil,
college as uni. But then I had, like,
but
the rich father definitely had an English accent, and I'm like, wait. If
so
these guys are in England, why the fuck is this bitch's mom dying of cancer because they don't have money? I know y'all have better healthcare
where
over
I
there.
live and like people I know, like there's
Movie
community
was written for
college,
America.
but when people were going to university, like people I know did say uni. Like
Oh,
it was a phrase I know of. The Neil had a weird mix of an Asian and English accent.
England, yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of accent because it seemed like he wanted to do an Asian accent at one point, and then he wanted to do English, and then he just mixed them together, and then he just got chocolate on his face and died by getting punched in the chest. But and then Amy's accent. Also, why does Amy have an accent and her brother does not?
Because her father is English and accents are inherited genetically. You don't actually pick them up communally through speech.
Shit, I knew it.
That's why.
I knew
They're...
it.
Yeah. Justin's face right now
What
is
the
like,
fuck are you
what
talking
are you
about?
doing right now?
I thought you were serious for a second there. It's like I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
No,
Oh my god! Like I know I'm not all the way there, but like, come on, guys! Like that's fucking stupid. Hold up.
That's not how any of that works.
That's
at all.
0%. Can I just say real quick too? There is something that I hate in horror movies. A trend that is just it's not scary or creepy. It's just really stupid, and it's the slow head tilt thing. Like they do it in the movie. It's like when they're standing. And they they do the head tilt thing because it's supposed to seem creepy, childish thing, and all it is just really cliche and fucking stupid. Can we stop with the head tilt? It makes me think of like middle school copy pasta shit. Like it's fucking terrible. Anyway,
this movie is awful. It was so bad.
I got the idea to watch this movie because I saw it in a Walmart. That was it.
We had a list of Easter movies too, so
it wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Oh,
we had a good one.
No.
Oh.
There's a different. I know it seems like it was, but it wasn't. At least I don't think it was because I was looking through it.
What was it? It was like Jesus versus like the evil Easter Bunny or some shit. It was the other option.
I don't remember.
I don't remember
I
either.
sent you a whole list, so
Yeah,
it was definitely on there. Hold on, I need to bring it up because,
because there are actual, for some reason.
Let's see. Oh God, Peter Rottentail.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we didn't watch that. That'll be for next year.
I kind of want to watch Resurrection.
Yeah.
Like
I don't want to watch any more Easter movies, period. I didn't know that there was this many Easter horror movies.
Rabbit.
Are there good Easter horror movies? Because I don't think there are.
Oh, there is Bunny Man Massacre.
Yeah, that's what you were probably thinking.
Probably.
I know how you can get those two confused, seeing as they're
the
bunnies.
night before Easter. Wonder if it's like the
terrible. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, are there good Easter movies? Good Easter horror movies?
Easter horror movies?
Probably not.
No.
I don't fucking know. You're asking a lot of me for that one.
I don't know, but I really appreciate whoever chose to name a movie Easter Casket. I just really appreciate that title as a movie title.
But instead we got Easter Bunny Massacre.
Easter Bunny Massacre. I would have chosen Easter Casket. I would be like, no, this is
Honestly, if they wanted a good title, I think Good Friday would have been good too.
yeah,
That would have been okay.
yeah, that probably would have been good.
It probably would
This
have just
movie
been
gives
called
me
Bad
a
Friday.
headache.
They would have just called it Bad Friday just to try to make it seem spooky, and like it would have been like good would have been good would have been crossed out,
Yeah,
and bad would be on it somewhere, and it'd be like scratched in because it'd be fucking cliche and stupid.
yeah.
Cliches can be okay, but this didn't work. Yeah, the twist was dumb. The characters were dumb. The acting was god awful. The effects were terrible, and it looked like it
I
was
don't
shot on a
know.
cell phone. To be completely honest,
Yeah,
it looked like a car commercial. Like it looked like the same kind of lighting and stuff as like a insurance or car commercial type thing. Like I don't know. I just felt like it was selling something to me the whole time, but never actually did.
This is what I need to know, is how this movie even manages a 4.6 out of 10.
On IMDb,
Yeah.
yeah, it's got a 2.7 on Letterboxd. I was really shocked by that, but I think it's people ironically giving it 5 stars because
probably.
it's not good.
It's not. It's not.
Oh, guys, there's one coming out this year. Easter Bunny Massacre trailer, slasher horror, 2022.
Don't tell me there's another one.
I'm looking right now.
Don't tell me that
Is it a remake of this one?
I hope not.
It is
Yes, it is. Yes, it fucking is.
a remake.
Oh. Oh.
So we're watching
yes.
that one next, right?
Danny,
To
move your
make
phone.
comparison.
My phone is nowhere near.
Someone
the thing.
has their phone.
This is the same people. It's the same people. Did this movie come out in 2022? Am I confused?
It came out in 2021.
Oh, Bunny Man Vengeance! That's the sequel of Easter Bunny Massacre!
We're not watching it.
Oh my
I'm putting
God.
my foot down. We're not watching this movie. I don't care. We are not watching it. I hope we don't watch another IT and distribution movie, but I know that Danny's gonna pick one again, and I'm gonna hate every second of it.
Probably, yeah.
Was there any final thoughts that we had?
Watch anything else.
Watch I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
It's not good either, but at least it's a little more entertaining than this one.
That's got
Jennifer
Freddie
Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. in it, and Sarah Michelle Gellar, I believe, is in it
Sarah
too.
Michelle Gellar, yeah. I
Watch
think that's the movie
Midsommar.
they met on, right? Sarah Michelle Gellar and
It was either that or
don't know.
Scooby Doo.
no, I think they met before that.
Scooby-Doo
Yeah.
was a
I'm pretty
masterpiece.
sure I Know What You Did Last Summer came out before Scooby Doo.
Watch
Yeah.
Midsummer. That's great.
That's not a.
It's not an Easter movie. It's a celebration
You
of
just.
stuff.
It's a okay, and then if that's the case,
It is
watch
spring
it.
celebration movie, yeah.
It is a spring celebration movie.
Sure.
You're right.
I
You're right.
I recommend watching it too. Honestly, I mean, I enjoy that movie. So
I just want to say, Katie brought me into that movie blind.
good.
Katie did not tell me anything.
Good.
Katie's like, hey, do you want to go see a movie? And I'm like, yeah, sure. She's like, cool, we're going to go see Midsummer. I didn't look it up. She was just like, yeah, they're like a festival the whole time. I'm like, oh, it must be some kind of like,
Coachella.
I don't know.
Could you
funny
imagine if
movie.
Midsummer took place at
And then I
Coachella?
watched somebody yeet
That would be
himself off the
amazing.
side of a fucking cliff, and then he didn't die, so they started bashing his head in. That was trauma. It's really good, though. Absolutely fantastic movie.
Good job, Katie.
Honestly, I think people should be brought into movies blind more often. We don't need to watch
Yeah.
the trailer for things anymore. Like, let's
Agreed.
Okay,
Agreed.
something that would definitely be a trigger warning for Danny. Should at least be a little warned.
no
Um,
warning.
I mean, I think
Easter
the warning
movies.
should just be, it's a horror movie.
Things are not what they seem in this
Or
movie.
you know what? Watch Monty. Oh, I'm having a stroke.
Oh,
Come on.
Watch Monty Python. You get a rabbit that's killing people.
I think it killed one person, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
yeah. Go watch that. It has a rabbit in it. It's good enough for Easter.
I don't know what
Easter
Easter
Noodle.
movies are good. Are there Easter like?
No.
I mean, there's like not horror movies. Like Peter Cottontail, I think's a good movie. It's not horror.
Guys, I just thought of one.
What?
What?
I want to make a movie called Easter Money. It's the same movie as Wolf of Wall Street, but everybody's bunnies. That's my take.
Like actual bunnies, right?
Yes. It's the
Okay.
whole movie of Wolf of Wall Street, but it's just all reenacted by bunnies.
It's just all bunnies.
I'm here
It's
for
a
it.
3-hour
I'm here for
bunny
it.
movie.
All right. Now we're going to start a Kickstarter if anybody wants to donate to our Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Speaking of donating money, you can actually donate to our Patreon as well, which is supposed to be getting set up soon, and it's going to be in the descriptions of things. So be on the lookout of that guy in Ohio.
Hi, very dedicated guy in Ohio.
He's looking at his.
See you.
He's looking at his
see you.
phone right now. Like, I gotta stop watching this. I gotta stop. I gotta
They
stop
know
listening.
now.
I gotta stop. This is not okay.
It's okay. We can't track.
What's the final verdict though of this movie, guys? Do you recommend watching this movie?
No. I recommend that we all like. You know what?
Lobotomy?
I recommend we all go fall in a shower like I did, and just like maybe it will like knock this memory away.
Honestly, I think we'll forget this movie existed by the end of the day.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So that's the
sounds
final
like a plan.
verdict. And with that, we're gonna roll into what I like to call the stuff at the end. If you like this show and you want to support more episodes of the show, head over to Spotify, Google Podcast, anything that has podcast stuff. We have a YouTube channel. There's 2 videos on it. There will be more. We have a Patreon
working
being
on it.
set up. It's going to happen. I don't know when. Eventually. We have a Twitter. We have TikTok as well. Maybe we have Instagram. I'm not really sure. I don't know. There's too many things to keep track of. But
Find us on socials. Just type in apartment theater. We're the only ones. Just
so
find
just
us.
find
hang
us, come hang out,
hang out.
follow us on Twitch as well if you want to watch the episode before it hits Spotify. You get it basically like a week in advance. Ooh. And then, yeah, that's really about it. So this movie sucked. And I think that we should just move on with our lives. So
Yeah, next week will be better.
It won't.
We had a movie picked out, but I realized Easter was a Sunday, so I was like, guys, we should try to do an Easter movie because fuck it. And that's how this came about. So next week is Justin's movie that he picked. So I'm hoping that this is maybe a tad better.
it won't be.
Just a tad.
It's not good.
Anyway.
Anyway.
It's the same people who made Doom. Are we saying that?
Doom.
They made the next movie we're gonna watch is by the same director as Doom Asylum. So, and I know that's honestly our favorite movie that we've watched so far on this podcast.
Yeah, it is.
We had our
Awesome.
gripes with it, but it's definitely fun and
The-
way better than anything else we watched. But
The best worst movie, because we did watch good movies.
yes, we did. But anyway, bye.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out, fuckers.